Hi friend, how are you? It's Pat Sloan for Magical Quilty May, and it is the 20th. So we're looking at our trusty calendar, which by the way, I really need to start working on the next calendar, don't I, for June. So today is stitch. My goal for us is to stitch, your challenge today is to stitch at least 10 minutes. Because I think with all of the upheaval of everybody's schedules, even though a lot of people are sewing a lot more, there's also a lot of our friends out there who's not able to, because our schedules have been turned totally upside down. It's like going into the laundromat, going into the dryer, and you're just like going around and around. I mean, our worlds are upside down and they have not turned right side up again. Our schedules are all messed up. There are, you're not able to do the things you normally did. You have things going on you don't normally have going on, So I would like us to reset and make priority to get back to stitching for 10 minutes a day. And 10 minutes a day, you could stitch for more. That's great. But at least 10 minutes. And that way we know we're getting ourselves, taking care of ourselves, because our hobby feeds our souls. So we want to be able to do that. Okay, so that is your challenge. Stitch for 10 minutes today. And I'll probably be repeating this a lot because I think it's super important to remind ourselves to be sure that we're doing that. All right, let's get to the rainbow. Yes. Okay, let's do a little dance. The greens are done. I'm excited. The green part of the rainbow is done. It's like, could we have made any more green blocks? So here's our rainbow, and I am super excited. The green is done. So what did I pick? Here I've got this three of them, and look, I had this little fishy fabric. Look how cute those are. These are, I guess, I don't know what they're, grasses in the ocean. But the little fishes are so cute. So I put them on there. And then I have some vegetable fabric from one of my lines a long time ago. And you remember the playground fabric? So here's a companion piece for the playground fabric that has the little ponies. They're so cute. So let's take a look. What do I got going on? Norm's hanging out with the rainbow over there. Norm is a block from the Norm and Nanette quilt. So I'll link you down below. Everything is down below. Down there under the video, you can get to it. So here's my rainbow. Now today am going to sew up all of those sections, or maybe tomorrow. I might not do it till tomorrow, but I will sew all those triangles up and get as much of each of these sections done as possible. I didn't bring this section sheet over today. It is somewhere else. I don't know where it is. But we'll be sewing them in chunks. So I'm going to get as much chunks as I can. I wanted to wait until I had these so that I could, mingle them around. I don't want all the same ones grouped in the bottom. But look at how cool this idea is. I'm sitting here looking at this when I was setting it all up, and I thought, you know what? What if we had random blocks? What if I had 3 or 5, because odd numbers are better. They're more visually appealing to us. But what if I had 3 or 5 random blocks, and I just put them through the quilt? And then use the half square triangles, as long as they're, done on a grid and even number, it would work. Now, I'm not going to do Norm in there because he's my little mascot, and he also has to go in a bigger quilt eventually, but I may have to make a red Norm for the studio here because I got a lot of red. So, but that idea, I'm like thinking about that. I might do a little UFO challenge, like, how many of you have blocks? Extra random blocks. Yeah, wouldn't it be fun then to put those within like the half square triangles? Because I know you love half square triangles as much as I do. I know. Don't be talking to me about those halves. Don't be talking smack about my half square triangles. You love them. Okay, so we're caught up there. So I have my special announcement because we're having to shift. I want to be sure everybody hears this, everybody knows about it. Tell your friends who ask on my Facebook group, Quit Along with Pat Sloan, tell them, because we have to shift the sew along for the Jolly Bar. In Fat Quarter Shop decided, they wrote us yesterday and decided that there are just too many friends who are still waiting for their book, waiting for their fabric. And we don't want people to be left out. That's just it. We don't want, somebody sad because they couldn't sew along. Things are taking, with the pandemic, everything takes, besides the world's being turned upside down, everything takes longer. So that's life in the city right now. We're moving it about 4 weeks. So we're going to move it to June 29th, which are Mondays. So that means on my fireside chat Monday night, for 7 weeks, I will have the Jolly Bar stuff. That'll be fun. It'll be fun on Monday night, and I'll just have that incorporated into the post for my Monday night article that I put out there. So if you have it, and so what it does is, in some ways, it frees us up just a little bit. You have a little bit more extra time now to work on your quilting, your own quilt that we'll be doing in June. Now I am thinking, I know a lot of you do have your book, and I probably won't do this, but you never know with me. You just never know. I even have a third. I have three Jolly Bars. Jolly Bars are 5x10 pre-cuts that, that's what they look like. They're like half, this is book number 2 also. These are like half of a layer cake. So 5x10 are the pre-cut, and they're from an entire line. You can actually get a whole white one too if you want, for some projects. But I found that I have 3 of them here. Whoops, these 2 that I showed you before. And then I forgot that this came in the sampler box, and so it is actually a Jolly Bar rolled up from the at-home fabric line. This is cool because it's kind of red, white, and blue, but it has a little bit of gray and green in it. So I'm like thinking, well, that would be cool for summer. So, whoops, there we go. I'm holding my hand wrong. Sorry. There we go. There's the stripe. So I'm thinking I would sew up one of the quilts from the book that is not, there are actually 20. Let me tell you this. There are 20, look at the bottom. There are 20 quilts in here, but our sampler uses just 7 or just 6 of the blocks for the sampler. So there's 14 other quilts in here that we aren't trying the blocks. So I thought, well, what if I just did something fun and easy to showcase the fabric? There's some that are like that. Let me just grab one. Well, this one is, there's one here that's just like strips. So you're just cutting the strips and setting it. There's a few other styles that, here's one that's, you can see the block at the bottom. There's a single block, and then here's what it looks like together. So that's cute because it just showcases the fabric. So I'm thinking of doing one of those. Now, for those of you who have the Jolly Bar book, like here's one that's little trees. Like this at-home one would look super cute with that. But they're pretty, these are, some are bigger. They're all different sizes, so you have to look at the size. So I'm going to look through here. Like those trees, it is 63 by 79. That one's a lot bigger because there's more white space, like setting it. Whereas this one here is 54 by 63. So that's a pretty good size. So that's what I'm thinking of doing, is taking maybe this one, to have an Americana one so I can hang it for July and August. And yeah, wouldn't that be fun? So I might start doing that. And what I'm thinking of is I will sew it while I'm sewing other things. So it will be that in between, like as I'm piecing something and I need a start and an ender, I will have the Jolly Bar one. And I'll just, make it as I'm making other things. So I think that's a good plan. We'll see. Then in June, though, we're doing, where is it? We're doing Going on a Picnic. That's at the end of June. So you want to be sure you have bought or gotten your Fat Quarter bundle and companion fabrics. We got a supply list. This is what the sew along quilt looks like for the summer, 12 weeks in the summer. So that one you get ready. But between now and the 29th, when we start that sew along, we're going to focus on our machine quilting. I know that my book is not, is out of stock in a bunch of places, so it'll come back in. So you just wait till it comes back in. Then you'll be able to reference it after you can get it in. And I know that everything takes time now. To keep saying that, but we forget. We're so used to getting things very quickly, and that's just not the world right now. But that's okay. It'll get back. It'll get back to what it was. So those are the things going on, and I think that's it for today. I've got something else for tomorrow to show you. Yeah. And today, just be sure you start getting back in the habit of stitching every day. Know that we're moving the jolly bar, and just have fun. Have a great day. Have a fabulous, fabulous time with your 10 minutes of sewing. I hope you do more. So I'm Pat Sloan, and I will see you online, my friends. Mwah. I love you.